Michael Jackson is one of the most recognized people on the planet. But over the years Michael has had many looks and many images. But which of Michael's looks is the most iconic? Which look is Michael Jackson? What is your favorite? Let us take a look at Michael Jackson's most iconic look. Michael's natural look is no doubt that of a very handsome man. He had a great facial structure, a fantastic smile, hair and nose. Michael's afro look was popular with many black stars of the day back in the 70s, and it was a common look amongst the African American community of the day. However, Michael had ambitions to separate himself from the mold. And that would involve transforming not just his music but his face, his clothes and his hair. For his next album Michael declared he would sell 50 million copies. Michael knew he had to leave behind his current image and create a new identity to go along with his new music. Since the Jacksons burst onto the scene in the 1970s, Michael's image had always been that of the afro, the flares and the colorful flowery shirts. But now Michael was looking at a new image, an image that would propel him to the stratosphere. With the release of new music, on the Thriller album, also came the release of the new Michael Jackson. Gone was the afro and in came the jerry curls. Michael had also had his first rhinoplasty, leaving him with a much smaller nose. In came leather jackets for the videos to Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller. This was a new Michael Jackson who felt his previous image had become stale. The new clothes and image made him the biggest pop star on the planet, and, just like he predicted, his new music and image sent him into the stratosphere and on to 50 million copies sold. However, it is Michael's next look which would not only be his most iconic, but his most controversial. By the time of his Bad album, Michael was now flaunting his white socks in black loafers. His hair was now long and often tied back in a ponytail. There was also the fedora and more notably the lighter skin. Jackson's image was now an obsession for the tabloids. But this was Michael Jackson at his best. This was Michael Jackson the superstar. The hair, the hat, the tape on the fingers, the white socks. This image was him. And nobody could replicate it. When we think of Michael Jackson, this is the Michael we tend to think of. And he looked fantastic. His skin is still a healthy color and was not as pale as it would later become. His hair is fantastically long and curly, and he's the only man who could get away with wearing white socks with black shoes. Michael was on top of the world here. This is the king of pop. For the first time in his career, Michael was now seen as a sex symbol instead of the little child star he once was. Michael was expressing himself, not just through his music, but through the way he looked. This is how I like to remember Michael. When he was on top of the world. Please like and subscribe, and together we can keep the king of pop alive.